Hello friends, so welcome to this session. Okay, so in this session we are going to discuss a simple problem of recursion. And what is the problem? So the problem that we are going to solve today is we are going to solve x raised to the power n. Okay, wherein n is a natural number, okay, and x is any number. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to calculate x raised to the power n. Okay, so my n can be 1, 2, 3 or anything, any number. I mean any natural number. N can be any natural number and x can be any number. Okay, so suppose I have to calculate 5 raised to the power 5. Okay, so here my x is also 5 and my n is also 5, and I have to use recursion to calculate this number. So what should be the way? Okay, so in recursion we have to think recursively. We have to break our problem into a smaller problem. Okay, so instead of n, maybe I mean which is the number wherein we should reduce the size? So should we reduce the size of x or should we reduce the size of n? What do you think we should do? So I think it is very easy to write this in terms of n, wherein what I can say is x raised to the power n is equal to x raised to the power n minus 1 multiplied by x. This is where the recursive formula is. So in order to calculate x raised to the power n, I simply need to know x raised to the power n minus 1. I can multiply the result of this expression by x and I'll get my answer. Okay, and where should I stop? I mean, so essentially, so suppose this is 2 raised to the power 5. This is going to call 2 raised to the power 4, then 2 raised to the power 3, then 2 raised to the power 2, then 2 raised to the power 1, and 2 raised to the power 0. So you can either stop the recursion over here or you can stop recursion over here. So it is for you to decide where you want to stop recursion. Okay, so if you think that n is equal to 1 is the last value, maybe you can return at this point itself wherein n is 1 and you can only return x. You can simply return x. If you want to go a little further and you want to consider the cases of n is equal to 0 as well, you know that any number raised to the power 0 is 1 and you can return 1 from here. Okay, so in recursion, what you need to do is you need to call recursion on n minus 1. Whatever answer you get, you need to multiply this number by x so that you get the answer. And we also need to find out the base case. In this case, the base case would be wherein either n is 1 or n is, so either n is equal to 1 would be the base case or n is equal to 0 could be the base case. You can take either base case that you want to have and it should work in both the cases. So this is again a very simple problem wherein I have simply divided my problem into using recursion into a smaller problem, and I also need to check where would my recursion stop. So for my recursion to stop somewhere, I need to have a base case which I could take. So maybe this looks a reasonable base case wherein anything raised to the power 0 is 1 and I can take this as a base case. Okay, so please code this problem and maybe you can try some more harder problems for recursion as well. Thank you.